0-0 between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got? What we got? Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. First throw of overtime for Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Here we go. 180. 2 times. 3 down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Go. 180. Here we go. Got double tight. No. 3 down.
Again, it's Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least 1 more OT to decide it after this. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Big hit.
No, 319.
Push him back. Push him back.
319.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,